Pittsburgh Comic Expert, coming at you with, we'll call this the new comic haul. I've got new and old. So, I actually have an entire short box to show you. So we'll start with the new first. Yeah, we're going to start with the new first, and then if we have time, I'll jump into my Black Friday haul from last weekend. Last weekend was a bit crazy, so I had to hold off on doing any recording. So anyway, I've got my discount comic book service order in. I didn't realize this thing was an oversized, like a magazine size, so I can't wait to read it. Big fan of Scott Snyder, and I like the oddball stuff sometimes. So looking forward to that. That's that After Death book 1. I did order all 3 from DCBS, so we'll see how it goes. Then I got a free copy of the Direct Current #1. It looks like they reverted back to the old Lobo for the Rebirth, even though it was New Lobo for New 52, and this guy died, but whatever. This was free, but I see it going in value because it's I don't know, this kind of is the first time that you've had 2 crazy, like Harley Quinn and Lobo, I think, on the same cover. I don't know. Who knows? Somebody will find a reason to make this thing worth money, even though there's probably 10 million of them out there. All right. So new books. 2 copies of this, but I'm only shown 1. Outcast 23. I'm actually going to get rid of my duplicates of Outcast if anybody's looking for any issues. The only one I don't have a duplicate of is the first print of #1. I've got the Image First edition in duplicates, but not the actual one. I have 1 sent away for grading, and then I'm planning on keeping 1 copy. But otherwise, I have duplicates of 2. I have like 3 copies of 2. I don't think I have any left of 3. I've got 1 each of like 4 and 5, and then I've got some of the more recent ones in duplicates. Same goes for Walking Dead. I've got a lot of later duplicates in. That's issue 160. I ended up getting 2 of those and 2 of this one, the connecting cover. I stopped duplicating it for the next order. So if anybody's looking for later issues of Walking Dead, let me know. I'll trade ya. All right, Killer Be Killed #4. Still impressed with this series. I'm going to keep getting it until it starts getting boring. Grabbed my Venom #1. I'm just noticing that there's like a ding in here. White covers. I'm hoping one day to get somebody to put something on that, so that's why I grabbed it. Ninja Turtles 64. That cover actually has a lot of meaning to it. Read the story, it's pretty good. Spook House #2, also pretty funny. I'm digging this series from Eric Powell. Believe it or not, I haven't actually had the time to sit down and read Hillbilly. I'm just piling them up, and I will eventually. This one keeps getting better. Lucifer #12. And I think that's it for Discount Comic Book Service. Now I've just got some new books. Yeah, really liking that Lucifer series. So just some new books that I picked up after. We get Hero Bear and the Kid 2016 Fall Special. Apparently that's a pretty old character. Old as in like, older than 10 years. Looked interesting. Comic shop, the owner of the shop said it was pretty good, so I'm going to give it a read. It looked weird enough that it would be one of those books that watched like it would end up being worth a ton of money someday. Who knows? Grab this for Junior. Superpowers #1. I used to watch the cartoon. That's the variant. Grab this for myself because I've never bought a Lady Death book before, and I saw this was the Celestial variant, and it's a book of pinups. So it's if you like Lady Death and like seeing her in pinup form, pick it up. I thought this was a new story from Pulido, being that he now runs Coffin Comics, but it is not. So I think those ones are like $8, and I really don't know how I feel about paying $8 for a Lady Death book. And then I picked up the final issue of Darth Vader. That's, I don't know, cover 7. Who knows? That was probably my favorite cover out of all of them. I think there's a sketch that might be a little bit nicer than that, but I'm not. It's very. Who gives a shit about those 1 in 50s? I really don't care that much about it. All right, that's it for the new stuff. Now I did raid the back issue bin of that shop while I was there, and I picked up. I keep seeing people referring to this book, this Frank Cho stuff. So I got Liberty Meadows. I looked through what he had, and that was the best looking cover out of all of them. And that's the Marilyn Monroe pose. So who could pass that up? That was only a couple of bucks. I grabbed a regular cover of Moon Knight number 20. I think it's volume 5. That also reprints Werewolf by Night 32 and 33. Then I grabbed Moon Knight number 1, the David Finch cover. And then I also grabbed the David Finch sketch, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. All right, so that was it for newer books. We'll say newer. All right, hit that resale shop by my office, picked up some books, grabbed Cloak and Dagger, Volume 2, number 2, and number 6. Let's see. I hit up a different resale shop, and there was a 4-pack of Valiant books for $1. The one that was on the top was the one that drew me to it, but I'll show you what else was in there. One's an Exo Man of War, and I'm getting rid of it already. It's on its way to half-price books. But here we got Eternal Warrior number 6. That's the second appearance of Master Dark. It's him on the cover. Barry Windsor Smith cover. It's up for grabs if anybody wants it. I also have the first appearance of Master Dark. This was in there, Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. It's a beautiful cover, and it's in mint condition. So if anybody's looking for that Turok number 1, by all means, I've got a nice copy of it. I think Tom Ryan already put a claim on this one, so it's not available for trade anymore. But I saw this, and this was a Michael Turner cover, so I tend to pick these up as trade bait. Justice League of America number 10. See, we got Deathmate number 1, the first appearance of Gen 13. This book keeps finding me. It is available. It's a Mark Silvestri cover. And Jim Lee. Anybody wants it, let me know. Weird War Tales number 1. This was a one-shot from 2010. This is the late good Darwin Cook did that cover in the artwork, so that's why I grabbed that. It's only $1. Those who know me know I like Star Trek. Comics and movies, and this cover to me is a Dan Curry cover. I don't really know a lot about Dan Curry, but I thought this was a pretty sweet cover. This is the Enterprise A, NCC 1701A, so this is the original crew, well, at least, Captain Kirk and Spock and everything, but I thought that was a pretty cool cover, and for $1 I wasn't going to turn away. Back to the resale shop. Guy got some new books in, 3 for $1. Mighty Crusaders number 1. That was the Red Circle Comics group. That's Archie's action back then. This is a funny cover. The only one better is the Spring Break one. Lobo, Blazing Chain of Love. Looks like Hedonism Now in the background there. Let's see. This is available for trade. Not certain who did the cover, but it is DN Agents number 7 with Rainbow on the cover from Crossfire and Rainbow. That is up for trade. I think I saw some DN Agents or Crossfire and Rainbow in Tom Ryan's videos as well. So we will see if he lays a claim to that, because we do have another trade brewing. This is just a funny one. What's this say? Hanson Mouse? I don't know. Illegal Aliens cover. That's a funny cover. I mean, that's up for trade if anybody wants it. I just grabbed it because it was goofy. And then I think this is the first amalgam of... I don't know if that's... Yeah. This is like pre-amalgam books. This is DC versus Marvel, #1. That is up for trade if anybody wants it. Lost in Space, I don't even know what number that is. Star Trek, not certain what number that is either. Those are both Whitman reprints. Those actually are worth a little bit of money. Those were 33 cents a piece. This was the other book in that Valiant. This book keeps finding me too. Hardcore #1, the gold variant. These gold variants are really hard to find. And this is the second time I've owned this book. The last one I sold on eBay, I got a nice chunk of money for it and ended up shipping it to Germany. So this is a Jim Lee, Bob Layton cover. I'm open for trade if anybody collects these gold covers. I don't, but they are hard to find. They are rare. So let me know if anybody wants it. All right. Also picked up a bit of a rough copy of Fantastic Four 115. It's still a key issue. That's the first appearance of the Eternals. So let me know if anybody wants that. And the last set for this video, I managed to find the whole series. So this is the first appearance of Deathlock #4, Michael Collins, the one that they used in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So these are the premium format ones, and I ended up grabbing all 4. That's a Jusko cover. This is a Sienkiewicz cover. And I'm not certain who did these last 2, but they're also pretty cool. Alright, last thing I got at that resale shop. Who can go wrong? The Coming of Conan the Cimmerian. This is the first, the reprinting of the first Robert E. Howard Conan story. It's a pretty thick book. So, got some other ones I'm reading right now, but I can't wait to crack into this one too. Alright. Well, guys, that's my haul. Looking forward to the comments. Let me know if anybody wants those books I mentioned were up for trade, as well as some of those doubles I have, and we'll work something out. Peace.